Thank you so much for tuning in to Awakening with Katina Love and this segment on Inspiration Sunday. Awakening with Katina Love is your conscious talk show and go to resource to learn about self empowerment, the law of attraction, creating financial abundance, and natural health. If you'd like to be on guest on this show, please send your requests to love@katinalove.com. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Awakening with Katina Love, where there are over 85 shows to download for your listening pleasure. Today, we have a special guest with us, a returning guest, Tracey Clark, also known as Butterfly. Please visit her website, mariposasgardenbutterfly.com. Tracey Clark is your spiritual life coach, Reiki master teacher, and transformational speaker. Today, we're going to talk about coming out of the closet, about love and sexuality. Butterfly, hey, how are you?
That is, all is well, and I am deeply loved.
Yes, you are. Yes, we are.
Yes, we are, absolutely. All is
you
well,
know,
so
we
happy to be back.
Yes, welcome back to the show. We always have a good time
Yes, it's
when
been
you
a
come
long,
on, and I can't believe that it's been like
it's
over
been
2 years
over
since
two
you've been
years when
on.
you first started the show.
It is amazing. I think it's going on like 3 years now since you've been on, 2015, and we
Oh my God, it's been that long. Oh wow.
yeah, and we started the show in 2014. So we
Oh my
just
God.
celebrated our fourth year anniversary.
Well,
Anniversary.
congratulations. Congratulations. So proud of you, sister.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for being a part of my journey with this show. You've helped me to grow a whole lot spiritually with
Hmm.
all the different topics that we've talked about, from
Hmm.
chakras to love, self love, embracing your divinity and goddessness and all that good stuff. So you've helped
Yes.
me a lot on my path. So
Oh, I'm so
thank you
happy.
for that.
So
Thank you for all that you do with enlightening us to, be a bit better at what we do and who we are as
indeed.
spiritual beings having this human experience. So thank you.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome.
So we always start out with a meditation. So shall
So we
we?
will. So we will start with very quickly with a quick meditation, and this meditation will be in a space of opening the heart to self-love. So I want us to begin by taking a deep inhalation through the nose, and we're going to breathe out 5 counts. So we're breathing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's take that inhalation now, and we're breathing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Releasing. Another inhalation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And releasing. So as we move into a space now of receiving and releasing, we will go into a space in the Sacred Heart. So as we go into the Sacred Heart, let's begin to imagine seeing a beautiful blue silver ray of light at the crown of our head. This blue silver ray light is a representation of the goddess Isis frequency. This frequency is present now upon the planet to allow us to go deeper into self-love, self-awareness, self-acceptance, and to be able to move in the full abundance of our lives. So as we inhale now, imagine the beautiful blue silver ray of light coming through the crown of your head, inhaling the ray, and we release out of the mouth. Good. We're going to inhale the beautiful blue ray of light, move it down now to the third eye, Inhale and release out of the third eye, right in between the brow, releasing out. We are releasing and clearing the mind, releasing the mind of the chatter and the scatteredness so that we can be present and we can listen and hear what needs to be heard for you, for the individual person. Inhaling the beautiful blue silver ray, move it down like it's shooting down through the throat. Inhale, breathe out. We are releasing low vibrational words that we speak against ourselves in reference to self-love. We are releasing low vibrational words, ugly words, words that do not encourage you on your path. Release those words out now. Let's inhale again. And let that beautiful blue silver ray merge into the throat and release. Good. As we inhale again, we shoot the ray down into the heart. Let it expand in the chest now. Activating your heart space, activating your sacred love for yourself. Inhale and release now as it expands. Inhale, let it expand in the heart space, right in the center of the chest, right in the thymus command, and release. We are releasing patterns of fear. We are releasing self-hatred. We are releasing self-doubt, activating the power to be present with unconditional love for yourself. So let's just inhale again. And as we inhale, pushing into the heart, I love you unconditionally, stating your name to yourself. I love you unconditionally, releasing. And let's do that one more time. Inhaling, stating your name. I love you unconditionally. Feeling the presence of the energy now. Good. Inhaling again. Holding your hand on your heart, right in the center of your chest. Place your hands upon your chest. Inhale. Say to self, I love you unconditionally. And so shall it be. All right.
That's such a
Good.
beautiful meditation. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Ooh, that feels good.
That feels good. You feel that energy, that blue silver ray, and the power of the blue silver ray, the goddess Isis frequency, great mother energy, whatever you identify it as. That is the energy to move into, to begin to deprogram self. So we are inviting the energy of this ray of beautiful silver ray light of love and compassion and and self-empowerment, and allowing that energy to burn out those false tapes and false fears that we keep repeating to ourselves. So this
Right?
is the energy that's on the planet now, deepening that space of compassion for yourself.
Yes. Which is
Hmm.
so important, isn't it?
Hmm. The most important thing. The most important thing.
Absolutely. So you kind of already touched in the meditation what self-love is, but
Hmm.
you want to expound on that a little bit. What is
Yes.
self-love?
So self-love, to me, what I identify self-love with is um, being in a space to be in your truth. So
Yes.
self-love has been, it's big now. Everybody's focusing on self-love and getting in the environment and yes, self-love is taking care of self,
Yeah.
creating a balance in your life for yourself, making yourself the number one priority so
Yes.
that you're able to have the energy to give onto others. That's your children, that's your mate, that's your business, that's your work, anything that you do that is of significance and importance to you, you have to begin to move into the space of self love. And there are principles to self love. And those are seven, I call them seven keys of self love and self balance. And so you have the keys of taking care of yourself, right?
Yeah.
Eating right, working out, deepening your meditation practices or whatever it is that you consider for meditation for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Example, that can be drawing, that can be singing, that can be dancing, that can be a variety of things to create the level of balance within yourself. Okay. And then you go into we're mindful. So self love to me is being mindful of my feeling,
Yes.
right? How do I
Absolutely.
feel? How does this make me feel in my spirit, in my heart's truth? Not more or less in my emotional state, because the emotional state, I know that's my alert system is telling me something's not right. So learning how to move from that space of self-love and listening to um, um, the mindfulness that your first mind is telling you what's not serving you for your highest good. And as you do that, you're able to move in that space of being mindful and moving into a space of reacting in your life of things that's serving you for your highest good. Okay.
Absolutely.
So in that way, you're able to um, focus upon different behaviors and different patterns and things that you're constantly on the merry-go-round wheel, that we spin on in our emotional self, right? And
Right.
once you jump off the wheel, you can look and see that that is not serving me for my highest good. How does that make me feel today?
Right.
Checking in with yourself, right? Checking in with your heart and knowing that, is this person good for me? Is this environment good for me? Is this food good for me? You
Right.
begin to analyze and pay attention to your behaviors and your patterns to change things for your highest good. So that is, I know that's a lot what I
No,
just
that's
said.
it. I mean, it is. I mean, it's okay,
Yeah,
but it's all
yeah,
included in that self love.
indeed, it's a
Yeah.
whole process of it, and that's how you get into those practices of self-love and almost prescribing your own self what you need. Like
Right.
doctor, you go to you're your own doctor, right?
Right.
If you're checking
Absolutely.
in with your heart, you're checking in with self,
Right.
then you understand why certain things are hurting your body, or you going in tune with yourself, and this is why my stomach hurt, and this is why my back hurts, and this is why my knees are hurting. You go deep within self because you're holding some kind of emotional pattern that's not serving you.
Right.
Hmm.
And so we, as not only women but men too, we all need to love ourselves. And a
Yes,
lot of us aren't taught that growing up because our parents,
absolutely,
um,
absolutely.
all through the generations, all the way down. I mean, they weren't taught to love on themselves. They were taught to
Mhm.
give of
Right, we were
themselves.
always taught to give on an empty cup.
Right.
It's like, okay, you have to fill your cup.
Right.
If you imagine yourself as a beautiful chalice, you have to fill your cup. And the way that you fill your cup is that I am doing the things that are serving me for my highest good. I am nurturing myself, right? I'm grounded. I'm moving in my purpose. I'm moving the way that I want to move in my life. For therefore, the residue or the overflow of energy that I have, that's because my cup is full. Then I can serve others. Then I can be of service,
Right.
and not holding false expectations of people, places, and things to fill my cup.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
it's putting yourself first. And a lot of people might think that, oh, that's selfish. Well, we're taught that being selfish is a bad thing when really it is not a bad thing to be
No, you
selfish.
have to be selfish. You have to be selfish. Selfish is self love.
Yes,
So
it is.
it's self love. And it's like we were taught in this society that put yourself last, put yourself last. It's a program that we have to delete because the program has taught us to be servants,
Right.
right? It's
Right.
us to be enslaved. It's taught us to work so hard till you about to die. Give so much of yourself that you can't breathe. You know what I mean? You
Right,
got to work hard to accomplish something. So we've been told all these different programs and things we've seen on TV and what mom and daddy grew up in and what they told us. And it's not a bad or a negative thing. It's about the consciousness.
right,
And now that we have raised in our consciousness and know that I can no longer give myself freely until I'm able to have the energy to give and the unconditional love for myself to give,
right. So you're
you know.
filling your cup up first before you give. I mean, because that way, when you put yourself first, you're not giving out of anything but love. You're not giving out of, oh, I have to do this. I'm obligated.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna feel resent. I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna be happy about doing this. So
Absolutely.
when you put
Absolutely.
yourself first, you
Hmm.
fill yourself up.
You fill yourself up. And then when you put yourself first, this is another key, one of my 7 keys.
Hmm.
Fourth key is you set boundaries. You set healthy boundaries.
Absolutely. So important.
It's so important to say no. I cannot do that.
Right.
And in learning how to say no, because that no is for your highest good, because I am not able to do something, then you don't take that no and judge yourself. See, we're taught self-judgment, self-sabotage,
Right.
you know.
Right.
And
Right.
it's like, just because you said no, oh, now you feel bad because I told XYZ that I don't want to go because I'm tired. And you feel bad. Like, why would you feel bad?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why would you feel bad because you're tired? And
Right.
it's because this person wants a wanting from you that you're not able to give,
Right.
you know, and it creates judgment. Then what happens? Then I feel guilt. Then you feel guilty. Then you feel shameful. And it's like you take yourself through all these different emotions in one breath. In one breath.
And it's amazing.
It's
Actually,
amazing.
when you say no, you're actually honoring yourself. You're
You're
honoring that
honoring
is
yourself.
saying no sometimes it is self-love.
It
That
is
is
self
an
love.
act. That's an
Absolutely.
act of self-love.
Absolutely. Because you're being in your truth.
You're being in your truth.
Yes. You're being in your truth.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So you wanna cover those other keys that you have?
Yeah. So, you know, the base of the keys is, so we have becoming mindful, P1.
Hmm.
P2, we go into um, acting upon what you need to do to create self love for yourself. So that's a space of centering and focusing
Hmm.
upon what you need, activating and paying attention to your behaviors and your pattern. Like, how do you react to yourself? Okay.
Right.
Then you go into the practices of self care and self love. Like, what does that look like to you? Is that um, um, daily practices, daily rituals? You wake up, you meditate, you do your yoga, you exercise. You know, is it you know, you have more intimate time with yourself and you adorn yourself, whatever it is. You know, things, social activities, whatever it is that you need to do to get you in a space of creating the balance of practicing self-care and self-love. Then we go to key 4. We talk about setting healthy boundaries. Okay.
Yes.
um, Setting those boundaries to say no, and to begin to move in a stronger space of spiritual, emotional balance. Okay. Because you become in link with your mind, body, and your spirit. When you have those healthy boundaries, you come in alignment and it creates balance. Then we talk about the fifth key about um, protecting self, like protecting your energy,
Yeah,
right?
that's so important.
Like protecting, some people say, well, I don't know, how to, you know, keep people feel energy, right? And it's like this negative energy, and I'll go in a negative environment, and my work environment is negative, and this person is being negative every time I come around them. Any situation in that space where you got to protect yourself, right?
Hmm.
So in the space of protecting yourself, you seal yourself up with that space of unconditional love. You seal yourself up in a space of um, having enough respect for yourself to do what you need to do to protect yourself. Meaning, ask yourself the questions: is this a good environment for me?
Right.
How does this affect me? How does this person affect me? How does this relationship really affect me? Because when you're not protecting your heart, yourself, and I'm not saying a protection of protecting yourself in fear, I'm saying a protection of, is that for my highest good?
Right.
How does that make me feel?
Right.
How does being in a relationship with this person make me feel? How does this job make me feel? You
Right.
know, and that is about moving deeper into that space, and then bringing the right people into my life, and bringing the right energies into my life, and the right friends, and the right relationships. Okay, because that is protecting myself, because I honor thyself. Honor thyself is protection. Honoring yourself to know that I don't deserve that, or I don't deserve to be in an abusive relationship. I don't deserve to talk down to myself.
Right.
You know, right? I don't deserve to have people put me down in reference to my journey and my mission of what I want to do. You protect yourself. There's
Absolutely.
several ways that I teach about protecting, and different things like that in my workshops, in my course. And then you go into the keys of forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
So powerful. Forgiveness is about this deep, unconditional love for yourself. And forgiveness is about learning how to live in a non judgment state of consciousness. And when you live in a space of forgiveness, meaning I can forgive all the things that have happened to me thus far in the lessons of my life, because I'm processing them now as lessons. And from those lessons, I'm gaining empowerment, I'm gaining strength. So it's about, as you move deeper into the space of forgiveness of self, and not holding shame and guilt for things you had to let go, or things you've done in your past, and things that's caused you shame, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever it may be, but to process it in a different way and understand that this is a part of my lessons. That contrasted energy, those lessons, oh my God, that was a part of my growth for me to be where I am today.
Yes.
Right? So you're
Absolutely.
able to forgive. You're able to forgive anything. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
how foul, how ugly it is. You can process it in a different way, and understand that, oh, if that abuse didn't happen to me, then I wouldn't be counseling.
There
If
you
I,
go.
if I wasn't raped when I was a kid, I wouldn't have been in it developed me to want to be of justice. I'm a lawyer. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Those contrasting energies happens because that is a part of your journey to get you to your mastery.
Yeah.
So as we forgive these things, we're able to release and open our heart centers up, and then we can hear clearer. We can move in our destinies and move in our missions and understand our gifts and all of those things. Okay. So then we go to the seventh key, and that is about um, deepening your spiritual practices, living in the now moment.
Mm.
And in your now moment, that's when we get deep into the power of manifestation, deeper into your desires and your purpose and your intentions, right? And learning how to um, move in your intention in the present now moment. So as you're clearing all of those other layers of yourself, or you can just say those other keys of yourself, you're able to begin to ground yourself in a space of now, living in your now intentional moment of your life. And what's the word I want to say? You're moving in your destiny. You're
Mm-hmm.
moving in your manifestation. when you're in your now present. Because when you're learning, when you're in the now moment and everything that's showing up in the now moment, you know that this is all connected to my desire or my wanting or my destiny or however you want to say it. So it's about getting all of that and reprogramming yourself and then really grounding that into your spiritual practices, and then being into that mindfulness and setting those deep intentions so that you're able to manifest your destiny or be in your mastery of yourself.
That is absolutely beautiful, Butterfly. Absolutely beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And we start with all this self love because self love comes before everything. It comes before your purpose in life. So when you love yourself, it leads up to you following your purpose and having that confidence with
Exactly.
fulfilling your destiny on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
And not only our purpose, but it leads into other relationships. And that's
Mm-hmm.
why this show is called Coming Out of the Closet about love and
Mm-hmm.
sexuality. Yes, we
Okay.
spent 30 minutes on talking about self love because that's number one.
It's the
Self love
key.
is number one. Total
Yeah.
love, total acceptance of the self is the prerequisites. Those are the
Yeah.
prerequisites before you can do anything else with
Absolutely.
ease and with purpose and with intention and with fulfillment.
Mm-hmm.
So that leads into where we're going next, which is when do you discover that you on your journey, Butterfly,
Mm-hmm.
because this is the month of February. We're talking about love and self love and all of that. So self love is first. So on your journey, when did you discover that you were open to relationships?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we're not just talking about the traditional relationship, a man and a woman gets married, but
Mm-hmm.
there's love on other levels outside
Yeah.
of the man and woman relationships.
Yes.
Do you
Yes.
wanna do you wanna talk about that a little bit?
Well, we can talk about it a little bit. Yes. So
Yeah.
when you begin to go on self-discovery, and when you are in a space of exploring yourself sexually or understanding why you are attracted to maybe a woman or to a man attracted to a man or a woman attracted to a woman or vice versa, um, you begin to, when you get on a deep spiritual journey, you can begin to understand that it's different aspects of beings that need to teach me something.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone is different in their sexual, spiritual relationships. But for me personally, I experience both energy. So, and I call it energy because we are energy beings first before we're
Mm-hmm.
man and woman. But I experience the relationship with the feminine energy, and it allowed me personally to learn more about myself. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It helped me understand the divine feminine energy. And as I began to learn about the feminine energy, due to a lot of us as women, we grow up without the masculine energy in the home.
Mm-hmm.
So that can become a imbalance within ourselves as well. So we may feel safer with the feminine energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone, like I say, everyone is different. You might
Yeah.
feel safer with the feminine energy, and for me personally, the feminine energy was the most important thing in my life. And for me, being a very spiritual, galactic person,
Mm-hmm.
I took the time to explore that part of me.
Yeah.
And when I did explore that part of me, it helped me see the things in me, in my feminine, that were imbalanced in my masculine energy.
Wow. That's deep.
Because I did not have the masculine present within my life.
I get
So
that.
a lot of us as women, we walk around with a lot of testosterone because we are both male and female.
Yeah.
And some of us will move more in the masculine aspect of our being than our feminine,
Right.
because we were raised with the grandmother that's both masculine and feminine. She got to be mama and daddy. right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So we wind up developing our personality in that way. And some women, some women may shift more towards the feminine attraction, but it's deeper than what I'm saying. But I'm
Yeah.
just using
Yeah.
from my personal experience,
Mhm.
more in a feeling more safe or being in the more uh, um, attracting attractive energy, because it was, I trusted it more.
Right.
When I dealt with the masculine, it was always a disappointment for me. It was always imbalanced for me. So as I went through that experience with myself, I developed and learned what was imbalanced within myself, which allowed me to be more open in my heart space.
That is absolutely beautiful.
Hmm. So that was for me. Now, some people that they feel I'm born gay. That's fine. Be
Yeah.
who you are. The
Right.
most powerful thing that you can do is be in your truth.
Being your truth
And
without
I
judgment.
tell,
Without
without judgment,
judgment.
like, don't judge yourself. Don't judge yourself for what you feel.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Have your experiences. Even if it's something, oh, maybe you're bisexual, maybe you like both energies, and that's all right, and that's
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. It
You
is all
know,
right.
and you're still a beautiful, powerful being. It doesn't
Absolutely.
matter what you choose to lie and share your life frequency with, because love is love.
Love is love.
It does not matter if you are male or female. Love is love.
Yeah, I
But
totally
it's
agree with
very
that.
powerful when a person takes the time to learn themselves, self love, self care, so that you can understand why I am attracting this energy into my life, be it male, be it female.
Yes.
Okay. Because this person is here to teach me something about myself.
Yes. Because
Right.
everybody's connected.
Right. Be it male or female, it
Yeah.
does not matter.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just does not matter. And when a person gets courage within themselves to begin to experience the different aspects of themselves,
Mhm.
they can move deeper into the mastery of who they are, because then they're not afraid to be in their gifts, right? They're not afraid to explore themselves. But so many people are afraid of their sexuality and what they're feeling in their heart space, and they want to experience a man or want to experience a woman, and being afraid of it, and then wind up having shame and guilt within themselves.
Only
And
because of the programming that they've been
yeah,
taught, which
because
is
of the program. Absolutely. Like, that's not right and this is not right. Who said that? Who said it
yeah.
was
Right. Who created that
right?
that
Because
concept, that
it's too many
idea when
people.
God is pure love and pure energy. God is
Love.
not
Exactly.
even
Love is love.
love
It's
is love, and
not
God is
even a
not
choice.
a male nor a female. God is
Right.
a energy,
It's
spirit,
an energy.
universe, whatever you call that.
Absolutely.
Is
Right. It's
a energy,
not
and that energy is pure love.
right.
And
No
the
identification.
real, yeah, no identification, and the real essence of who we are is
Hmm.
pure love.
It's spirit love beings. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, we're
We're
pure
love.
love. We're
We're
pure
pure
love.
love. So
Yeah.
you tell a person that you don't love him or you don't love her. You know, you can't tell a person that and tell them it's not right. What do you mean it's not right to love this woman because I love this woman? You know what I mean? Or love this man because I love this man. You know, and it's like, no one has the right to make you feel any kind of way about your experience, because those experiences are there for you so you can get to your highest good.
Yeah, it's for you. It's not for your
Yeah,
best friend or your cousin or your mom or your
absolutely.
neighbor or your coworker or whoever that is. It's for you. That's your
So
relationship.
I would tell anyone that is feeling stuck or feel afraid about their sexuality. I've had me, and it also helped me in my practice. Me experiencing the relationship with the feminine helped me be able to assist my uh, lesbian, uh, gay community,
Mhm. Mhm.
transsexual, whatever. I've had every dynamic of
Mhm.
person to come to me and counsel with me, and they feel safe and they don't feel judged or threatened, because I understand the feeling, I understand their experience. So I'm thankful that I had the courage to have the experience, because it allowed me to be a better spiritual healer, a spiritual advisor. So that was a part
Absolutely.
of my journey. It was necessary.
It
You see
was
what I'm saying? It
necessary.
was necessary. So don't be afraid. I tell anyone that's listening, don't be afraid to be in your truth. Don't
Absolutely.
don't be afraid. Be, walk in your truth easily. Check in with yourself.
Be who you are.
Be you. It's the most powerful thing you can do on this planet, because then once you're yourself, you tap into your gifts. You
Oh, I
tap
love it. I love it so
in.
much. And we're going to pick up on the next show right here
Mhm.
where we left off. So stay
Yeah.
tuned. This is part one on the Awakening with Katina Love show. Stay tuned for part two.